The Rapala Original Floating Minnow F-11 has long held a place in anglers' tackle boxes as one of the most iconic lures ever made. At 4 and 3/8 inches and just 3/16 of an ounce, its light balsa construction gives it that legendary wounded minnow action, a wobble and roll that seems almost alive in the water. It's this natural presentation that first put Rapala on the map and remains the reason many seasoned fishermen will tell you if you can't catch fish with this lure, you might as well take up golf. The F-11 is particularly useful on species like bass, walleye, pike, and trout, adapting seamlessly whether you're working still waters, rivers, or trolling across open lakes. Yet what makes the F-11 so enticing can also be its greatest drawback. The same lightweight balsa body that creates its lifelike action also limits how far you can cast it. Against a stiff wind, this lure can feel frustratingly short ranged, and many modern plastic jerkbaits with weighted systems often outperform it in sheer casting distance. Still, when conditions are calm and the fish are shallow, the Rapala's subtle dance can outshine even the most advanced newcomers. Versatility is another part of the F-11's charm. It can be twitched as a topwater bait, pulled down to a few feet on retrieve, or weighted with split shots to push it deeper. Some anglers troll it behind a canoe, others finesse it on ultralight gear in small streams. This flexibility is invaluable, especially for multi species fishing trips where you need one lure that can do it all. But it comes with quirks. For example, when paused, the F-11 rises quickly to the surface instead of suspending. That sharp float works beautifully when predators are keyed in on surface strikes, but at times, especially in cooler waters, a slower, more neutral suspension would be more effective. Here, newer designs sometimes hold an edge. The lure's craftsmanship also reflects both tradition and its age. Each F-11 is hand-tuned, wired through the body, and fitted with VMC black nickel treble hooks. The natural wood body and hand-finished details give it an authenticity that's hard to duplicate in molded plastics. At the same time, some anglers compare its paint and finish unfavorably to modern competitors, noting that Rapala's detailing isn't always as sharp as brands like Berkeley or Lucky Craft. For many, though, that minor aesthetic trade off is worth it for the action that no other lure has managed to truly replicate. When it comes to durability, the F-11 has proven itself for decades. The balsa may dent if it hits rocks, and its light frame can feel fragile compared to bulkier lures, but with proper care, it holds up remarkably well. Many anglers have stories of the same F-11 catching fish season after season, outlasting flashier baits that came and went. The hooks are sharp, though some purists prefer to swap them out for stronger trebles, especially when targeting larger pike or muskie. The purists out there will say you have to use a loop knot on this, but I have no problem with that swivel snap. Of course, I always say the quicker you can switch things out, the better your fishing will be. More time in the water means more fish in the boat, in my opinion. In today's market of hyper engineered baits, the Rapala Original Floating Minnow F-11 might seem old fashioned. It doesn't cast like a rocket, it doesn't suspend like modern jerkbaits, and it doesn't feature holographic finishes or rattles. But its simplicity is exactly what has kept it relevant. The lure still sells for under $10 at most retailers, and its near perfect rating amongst thousands of reviews shows that anglers continue to trust it. It's a piece of fishing history, but it's also a tool that works just as well now as it did a half century ago. In the end, the F-11 is both timeless and imperfect. It excels in finesse situations, in calm waters, and when fish are feeding shallow. But it struggles in wind, in long cast situations, or when subtle suspension is needed. For many, those flaws are just part of its character. Reminders that no lure is perfect and that fishing itself is as much about feel as it is about engineering. The Rapala F-11 is not just another bait, it's a tradition that still puts fish in the boat and remains one of the most reliable tools in angling. Take care, my friends.